Hey fam, Sarah here. Welcome back to our channel. So it's been a minute since I did a cook with me video with you guys. So I'm deciding to make one today. I'll take you guys along with me on this journey while I try a new recipe. You guys see the kind of stuff that I buy in my grocery haul, and a lot of you guys have been asking, what are you gonna make with that? Or are you gonna do a like, can you do a cook with me? And I just never get around to it, because often enough when you're a mom of soon to be 5 kids, you're rushing and you just gotta get stuff done, and it's not always convenient grabbing the camera and picking it up in your face. But today I have the time on my hands. I'm actually making a series of videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this for you guys because I wanted to try this keto chicken, and it's keto deep fry but no fry, if that makes any sense. So it's supposed to be kind of like a deep fried chicken, but it's not going to be deep fried because I'm going to be making it in the oven. Hubby went grocery shopping last night. He picked up all the ingredients. At least there aren't many ingredients that I know of that we need. I'm going to be seasoning my chicken the same way basically, but I'm going to then use a special ingredient which you guys will see as I make it. So let's get on with this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are new to my channel, definitely hit the like button. Or if you're new to my channel, definitely hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like today's video and leave a comment down below and let me know if you ever tried anything like this, or if you want to now that I've made it. You guys, so I do want to point out that hubby bought a giant package of chicken last night, and so we went ahead and we separated it into 2. This is actually a lot of chicken. I don't know if I really need to make this much, but we'll see. An important factor for this chicken is that it had to have skin on it, because that's the whole point. Like, you can't have deep fried chicken without skin. That's just kind of weird. So it was vital that this chicken had skin on it, which it does. And now I'm gonna go ahead and do my mixing in a bowl. I think I want to marinate it, not for like, you know, just to let all the seasoning go into the chicken and leave it for a little bit, for like half hour or so. And then I will put it in the oven. Let me go ahead and show you the seasonings that I'm using. So I am basically going to be seasoning this chicken the exact same way I typically would if I just wanted, you know, to do like a typical seasoned chicken that's outside of like curry chicken or jerk chicken or stuff like that. So what I'm going to be using is this Cool Running all-purpose seasoning, salt, and this definitely has a little bit of salt. I'm not one to cook with a lot of salt, so I might have to add a little bit in it, but I'm going to go ahead and use that one. I'm going to be using this organic no salt seasoning from Costco, which is a Kirkland brand, which I really love. Black pepper, garlic and herb seasoning. I'm going to use this all natural all-purpose seasoning as well. This is from that same Cool Runnings brand. And I'm going to use this Miss Dash Original Blend seasoning. The key ingredient that I will be using for this is this baking powder. I can't remember how many teaspoons I will need. I think it's 2. So I will have to double check that, but that's what's going to activate the chicken skin to get it looking crispy like fried chicken. And I think I'm going to use some of this poultry seasoning, which I tend to forget. I bought this at Costco as well, but I don't use this as often. I'm going to use it on the chicken for today. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing, I did clean my chicken. I went ahead and just washed it a little bit with some vinegar, and then I proceeded to dry it, because it's important for this chicken to remain dry. That way all of the seasonings can stay on it, as well as the baking powder. So as you guys can see, I heavily seasoned my chicken. I just enjoy it this way. I want it to have lots and lots of flavor, which this chicken turned out to have in the end. But one thing that I was doing was throwing the baking powder on the chicken. The way this recipe did call for the chicken to be prepared was to be seasoned and kind of put in a bag, and you throw everything and kind of mix it in. It's kind of like, you know, old style shake and bake, but I basically didn't really follow a recipe. All I did was add baking powder to my pre-existing recipe, and that's how the chicken, you know, turned out. So you guys can see that I was throwing the baking powder on, but I ended up only putting the 1 tablespoon on, and after I seasoned my chicken, I went ahead and placed it in a Ziploc bag, and then I poured the remaining tablespoon. I think I put a little bit more of baking powder and kind of shook it up that way because I wanted it to get over all of the chicken, especially under the crevices and the skin, so we can get that crispy chicken, like crispy fried chicken effect, which this chicken had a lot of. So outside of cooking the chicken, when I'm cooking, I like to keep my areas clean. So I do like to kind of clean up as I'm going along, which is what I am doing right now. You guys can see the pan that I was seasoning the chicken in. I did not keep the chicken in that because it is important that this chicken gets placed on a rack. That way it just doesn't stick to the surfaces of a pan. So I will show you that after I'm done this, but I'm just cleaning up as I go along because it saves on time after. And especially when it's chicken, I just want to get that stuff out of the way, even though you can see there are dishes on the other side that my children have to clean up. Whenever I'm dealing with chicken that, with potential salmonella and all those other things, I definitely like to clean up the area as I'm going along. That way we just cut down on the spreading of germs. So after leaving my chicken in the fridge to marinate for an hour, I am now placing it on a rack. And ignore my pan, guys. I know it's a little bit old, but I mean, they get old over time. So I'm placing it on the rack because on the rack, it will prevent it from not sticking. I should say that I actually didn't spray my pan or my rack with like a non-stick spray, but my chicken didn't stick at all. So I don't know if, that's not necessary, but I just didn't do it. And then I'm just going to go on to cook my sides with this. We're just going to have this with potatoes and a salad that the kids have already made that's in the fridge. Then over here we've got some nice steamed potatoes with parsley on top, and they're just smothered in butter right now, guys. Guys, check out this beautiful chicken. Look at the crisp on this baby. Oh, look at it. It's nice crispy skin. Oh yeah, looking so good. The kids also baked a banana bread while I was cooking, so we're gonna have that for dessert.